Peoples, what's happening, everybody? I just need to make sure everything's okay. I know I haven't been live in quite some time, and some people um, were asking me a ton of questions on my comments. I was going through some comments, and people were just like, "Where is Matt at? What's going on with him?" And I'm okay. I'm fine. Let me just type in Weeble over here. We can get right to it. Go live. Make sure everything looks good. SHIB. Or we got 10 people that are watching right now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everybody that's here. I don't know if we are. Yeah, there we go. We are actually live. Go subscribers only. All right, 17 people. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button as soon as you get in here. I thought Matt ran away because of the crashing market. No. Oh, look who decided to finally show up. Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm here. No, I guess I'll install it. Why not? Hey, good morning. How was your vacation? It's pretty good. I can't complain. We had an amazing beach house, and we were with friends, and it was really fun. Really, really fun. I got to play some golf out there. Can't say that I played well, but I did play some golf, and I kept my mind off the market because there was a lot of people that were reaching out to me saying, "Hey, like, what's your opinion here? What's going on with this? What decisions are you making?" And I was just like, "Look, I'm not getting into the markets. I was going to record videos, but then I felt like it was getting in the way of, Eric and I's vacation. So we just were like, all right, I'm just going to not create any videos and just enjoy. And what I come back to is a little bit ridiculous and exciting at the same time. So it's definitely something I'm trying to get, back into the swing of things. What's happening? I mean, that's a good question. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Um, all jokes aside, I hope you are well, Matt, and feeling blessed. Yeah, I definitely am. The only thing I'm upset about is once I came back, probably an hour after I came back, allergies started to kick in again. It just was. Florida actually opened everything up. I didn't have to worry about anything too much, and now, you know, everything's closed back up, and it's just not feeling great. Pennsylvania, man. I need to move out of Pennsylvania. That's what it is. I bought another 13K of bone. It's awesome. Bitcoin going to 20K. Bitcoin, I mean, it's down to 32K or 33K. You're seeing Ethereum down to 2300. What's crazy is you're seeing some of the positions that I'm most excited about. You're seeing Shiba Inu down at 1600. You're seeing Cronos down at 24 cents. Like that's below 25 cents. Obviously, it is, but that's crazy. That gives you so much opportunity. And I go to my portfolio here, and Harvest Finance down to $64. That is low. That is really, really low. Krill Coin, that's not at its lowest point it's ever been because it was down to like 63 cents before, but now it's down to 69 cents. Nice. And, you have a lot of other positions that are way low, way, way, way low. And it just creates buying opportunities that I'm really excited about. It's just, how where you're like, oh, you know what, I spent so much money and now it's getting to the middle of the month where we have bills that are going to be due. Can I find a way up from here? Can I find any quick returns? And yes, there's quick returns everywhere, like everywhere. 138 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know I haven't been live in quite some time, so yeah, hit that like button. We got 30 likes right now. Just going to keep accumulating. I'm still all in, buying more Bitcoin today. Yeah, I would agree. I'm buying a ton. Let me go ahead and I got to get the Let It Burn channel up and running. Weeble is updating, so it's having trouble right now. Welcome back, boss. Hope you had a good vacation. It was good. It was really good. We Shiba recovery. Yeah, I think we will see Shiba recover. I'm waiting for the bottom and then buying like a savage and letting it run. You can't accurately predict exactly where the bottom's going to be. Most of these tokens will not recover. Most of these tokens will not recover. I don't agree with that. Most of the tokens out there will not recover. It's a possibility, but like all of the ones that actually hold its value in probably the top 1,000, yeah, definitely gonna find a way to recover. BTC was just closing that long wick on the daily. Once the market bounces in a couple of hours, crypto will recover quick. Hey, Matt, I guess your disappearance from YouTube has caused the market to crash in the past few days. If this market increases once I come back, it's a coincidence. It's definitely a coincidence if it does. Because I know as soon as I stopped, everybody was like, wait, Matt's not going live? Is that why the market's crashing? But it's not me. It's totally not me. Load up on CRO. Yeah, I'm definitely going to load up on CRO. I mean, at 24 cents, that is super low. I bought more LRC this morning. What is LRC at? 61 cents. That's low as well. That's really low. Seeing that quickly double, you can see something good. Hey, Matt, I'm scared. Should I hodl? It's totally up to you. Like if you're investing money that you cannot or you cannot afford to lose, like obviously I don't want to lose my money, but if I lost it, it's not, everything's not over. Like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I can't pay my bills or anything like that. That's not the case. I think right now, when people start panicking, they start buying high and selling low. And that's not what you want. You don't want to get into that rhythm. You never want to buy high and sell low, because if you do, you're going to keep doing that and keep doing that. And it's hard to break that cycle. It really is. So if you get into the cycle where you see it lower and lower and lower, I mean, the best case or the best bet for me in my personal investment journey is to always average down. What is happening? I don't know. What's up, Matt? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Bless you. I didn't sneeze. We'll be fine. Yeah, we will be fine. I lost so much money in this dip. Yeah, well, technically you didn't lose any money. You're just if you haven't sold, you didn't lose any money. Now, if you sold, then you lost money. So what, you moon boy? I don't know what that means. This is the biggest buy opportunity I've seen. Drop your FUD and make yourself rich. Now is the time. Yes, SHIB will recover huge. So will everything else. Sit on your hands. Don't sell at a loss ever. I can't say you don't sell at a loss ever, but in these cases where the entire market's coming back, you don't ever do that. Because it's the entire market, right? The entire market will recover. And it's not based on the fact that one position just lost a ton of value. Like when you see, let's say somebody, you were going to buy Krill Coin, right? And then all of a sudden Krill Coin released something saying that they're going to release a V2 and limit the amount of holders that they have in there, or the most amount of negative news that they could possibly have, right? I'm not saying that this is true. Let's just say that that's the case, right? If it gets to that point, that's negative news that's only going to affect Krill, and everything else can fluctuate. It can go up, down, left, right. Everything can go whatever way it wants. But if the entire market is pulling back, that gives you an opportunity to get in low and obviously have more and more gains as time goes on. So it's a different story when the entire market is working against you versus one position. So there are two options there, or two ways of that going, I guess. You're a great teacher. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Crypto going to zero. I don't think crypto's going to zero. We have 266 people here, guys. If you could hit the like button, please do so. It does help out the channel quite a bit. This is my first live back from vacation. It's been like 4 days since I've done any type of videos. I did do like some sort of stories, and let people know that I was on vacation. Some people just didn't know. And then there were still people that were reaching out to me saying, hey, where are you at? Did you quit YouTube? Like, what's going on? CRO is a steal. You'll 10x this year if you buy, maybe more. My paper hands hurt. I agree. Always average down and never sell at a loss. Again, I still wouldn't say never sell at a loss, but in these situations, yes, never sell at a loss. All right, Matt, I hope you had a good break. I'm pretty new to getting into crypto, so I'm just looking at holding for the long run with SHIB. Yeah, I mean, right now it's the long run with a lot of things because of how low this is actually going. It's not scaring me one bit. Like I saw this account go from 19,000 down to 12,000 or 13,000. Am I scared? No. Am I excited about these prices? Yes. Am I trying to piecemeal thousands of dollars together in order to buy more coins? Yes. But is that difficult? Yes. Because why? Because this is the middle of the month. That's where I have to pay all my bills. That's where it always happens. It always happens right in the middle of the month when all bills have to be paid. It sucks, but it's also still good. It basically tells you, hey, do you want to risk what you have here? And I don't ever risk, paying bills ever. So that's where it ends up being difficult. So now I have to budget even more and see what's going on so that I can take a couple thousands of dollars and put it into some cryptocurrency. And I'll let you know exactly what I buy, but most likely it's going to be, I'm going to buy more Krill coin. I think I'm good with Shiba Inu because I have 250 million. I think I'm good with that. But I'm gonna buy more. Did I say Krill coin? I meant Crow coin. I'm gonna buy more CRO because that's at 24 cents. I might buy more Krill. I'm not 100% sure. Do I have Well, thank you for subscribing. I didn't know that that was on. Let me put the alert box here, and you guys can see it. Here's the alert box. So if you guys subscribe, you should have an alert that comes up and a sound. Maybe. I'm not sure. How was golf? Weren't you gonna play on vacation? I did. I played twice. The one day I recorded and it was really fun. I shot a pretty decent score. I wasn't really hitting the ball long at all, but I shot a pretty decent score. It wasn't bad. The other day though, on Saturday, it was really bad, like horrendous. There was so much sand on this course. It was crazy. So yeah, I played horrible that day. So I recorded in the beginning at the first 3 holes, and then I stopped recording after that because we started like we got our backs pushed because I was playing with another person. We got our backs pushed, so I really couldn't record after that, and I'm glad I couldn't because it was horrendous, and I was just trying to work on things the whole entire time. It was fun though; it was really fun. But yeah, I couldn't record the second day. Or at least all of it, I couldn't. All right, so we have 297 people here, guys. We can at least get to 200 likes. With 297 people, hit that like button. Don't panic. Wait. I've been trying to tell my nieces and nephews that this is the time to buy. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the time. You look at all of the things that are happening in the market today or right now, down to a 1.5 trillion dollar market cap. Understand that we were at a $2 trillion market cap and now we're down $500 billion in the market cap. That is crazy. That is insane. Thank you for subscribing, whoever subscribed. I don't know if we could see it. Did anybody see it? Oh, it's not on. It's not, the visual is not on. There we go. The visual should be on now. So if you subscribe, we should be able to see your subscription pop up. Let's see. Great time to buy. Crypto is done. Get out now. Be afraid. I don't think that's the case. Let's see. Hey, bro, great content as always. I reckon there will be a mad rush of CRO buying near the 25th and the 31st of this month to upgrade their tiers to lock in the 6-month staking rewards. Fear and greed index is at 11 right now. Let's bring it up. Oh no, my account is shrinking. Yeah, so is mine. All my accounts actually. It's so happy to see you. I didn't know what happened? I missed your stream so much. Wait, much love and respect. I wanted to say good morning. Cheers. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying good morning. I appreciate anybody that's here, anybody that decides to show up. There we go. I don't know, just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Move that down a little bit. Thank you for subscribing. You know what? Let me edit this. There we go. I'll keep it up there. Grab M, just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. You're still up on your portfolio, not scared. Yeah, I can't say for me. If I look at my overall portfolio for cryptocurrency, I can't say that I am. I might be slightly down. I haven't done the math yet, but I might be slightly down after everything that just happened, going from a $2 trillion down to a $1.5 trillion market cap. But when it comes to realized gains or realized losses, yes, I'm up in realized gains because I haven't sold anything for a loss. Besides Algorand, actually, I sold that for a loss, slight loss. But I ended up turning that into a gain, which now turned into a loss again. So either way, my realized gain is higher, is a positive. Let's see. Hey Matt, hope you're well. You're able to do another video on Cronos. I believe their setup is better now. I did just I guess explore it, and I had 13 days of unclaimed CRN, but I guess I don't get any of that because of the migration. I had to migrate over, so I just migrated. But I haven't checked into all the detail as to what that's all about, so I'll have to do another video on it. CRO is going to 20 cents and 19 cents. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm in it for the long haul. Where are you going to bounce? Wait, where is it going to bounce, Matt? Will 30K hold for BTC? It's tough to say because if you look at it, you're like, all right, well, I'm trying to find a support and, resistance level and all of these levels for, Bitcoin, but understand that this is a complete market pullback. It's not something that we're like, hey, this is just Bitcoin or it's just, Ethereum or something like that. Like typically we see that and it's like 2%, at max. We're not going to see 5% or 7% or 10% of a drop. But when we see the entire market pullback, when we see everything, really hit at once, support and resistance levels, they may matter to some people, but they don't matter until things really start to slow down. So do I see it hitting 30K? I can see it hit 30K. Do I see it surpassing 30K or dropping below 30K? Yes, I can definitely see that. But it seems like all of the altcoins are dropping a lot more than what we're seeing with Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is at 32K, which is still, it's not crazy high at all. And it's sort of low in, recent history. But it's not insanely low. We're still looking at a $633 billion market cap, which is still on the higher side, right? Compared to recent history, no, but still on the higher side. When we look at everything else, all these other cryptocurrencies, the altcoins that we have here are falling, and they're falling heavily. I mean, Dogecoin down to basically below 12 cents. That's crazy. Shiba Inu below 2,000, below 1,700. Right? They're being attacked more than what Bitcoin actually is. But yeah, I can definitely say that we have different support levels, but do I see those support levels holding? I don't. And you can't really predict if everything is going to run. It depends on what, I guess, institutions want to do as well. So let's check out Webull and let's see what they got going on here. I have to log in over here because I wanted to stream on the Let It Burn channel, and I haven't started streaming yet. Got to make sure that we have everything situated. Looks like everything's situated. Let's start. Yeah, I mean, the stock market's not looking great either. I mean, AMC's down to $13.51. GME's down to 114, which is not actually low, like the lowest point that it's been. It's been way lower than that. SOS down to 42 cents. Right, so everything is really falling heavily. And am I giving up on it? No. I mean, I can hold these positions for years. It's not something where I'm like, this is my rent money, or this is my mortgage money, or this is my whatever, right? It's way more than that. Now I can just sit on this and just, relax. I know it's stressful when you see all of your positions falling down, but when you know it's the entire market and not just one position or the positions that you're holding, it should feel a little bit better. Guys, we have 350 people here, guys. We have 200 likes. I would love to get to 300 likes. It should be easy to get us to 300 likes. Hope you're well. Let's see. Scroll down. Smartest trader in the room thinks he's better than all of you. Yeah, I mean, some people think it. It's okay. You guys chill. I suspect we'll be down for a while, hopefully in October and November, and a huge bull run will occur. I'm holding for the long haul. There's a worldwide crash, stocks, global, and yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's not just related to crypto or just positions that you're in. It's related to a lot more than that, right? So don't just think that it's all on you and that you're making bad decisions. That's not the case, right? Anything right now would have been a bad decision, or anything then would have been a bad decision when you look at it now, right? But when you look at it for the long haul, when you look at it, you're holding on to the position for a very, very long time. I mean, you're creating so much opportunity for yourself. And that's why I continue to buy. I don't let it go. I continue to buy. And these are not the highest points. Last week was not the highest points. The weeks before that was not the highest points, right? We saw the highest points when we were at like close to, I think, $1 trillion or $3 trillion market cap, something like that. And we're not seeing that right now. So know that it can go a lot higher. And where it was at a $3 trillion to $4 trillion market cap is not the end. That's not the end goal. The end goal is most likely going to be endless trillions of dollars of market cap. I feel like there's light that's coming through. Give me 1 second. Just trying to fix that light. So yeah, guys, we have almost 400 people here. Hit the like button. We're almost at 300 likes. Like I said, it should be easy to get us to 300 likes. What are your thoughts on FTM, Matt? I'm buying it like crazy. Also waves, want to keep okay, just another TP. So yeah, I'll check out some things. I'm not going to give you a full breakdown because I do have a lot of comments that I kind of have to go through. But let's see. FTM. I thought I reviewed this before. Fantom. I knew it. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good position, especially 80% total circulating supply that's out there. You really don't have a lot of dilution. Volume is up, probably because you're seeing a lot of negative volume go through. It's down 12% today, just really like everything else. If we go into all history, this is literally one of the perfect times to buy because you see the double top up here at that $3 mark. And I don't know what, yeah, there was no dilution that happened in any case, in any scenario. So right now would be literally the perfect time to buy into Fantom at these low points. And you could say that for anything, really. It's the perfect time to buy right now because you're at your lows. There's certain ones that are at kind of high points compared to where they were previously, but I mean, you can say that for anything and look at it and go, this is a perfect time to buy. It's at its complete low. Really might see a bounce off of some of these low levels, which would be insane, but currently you're at 61 cents and you can easily see it double. Thank you for getting me to 300 likes. I appreciate it, guys. I'm not panicking. I have faith. Let's see. Scroll down. Maybe BTC maybe will touch 20K. I mean, if that's the case, it creates huge buying opportunities. Some people may look at it as the worst thing in the world, but again, I look at it as the best possible scenario. You're giving people opportunities to buy in, and if you don't look at that as an opportunity, I mean, you're making a mistake. It's just like what happened in, let's say, 2020, March of 2020, where everything fell down to lower lows and people thought that this was going to be the worst thing in the world and everybody was going to lose everything. And then people started to buy and they started to buy and they started to buy and buy and buy and buy and hit new all-time highs for everything. It wasn't just, stock market. It was crypto. It was everything that was out there. And, I missed out on that opportunity because I decided I was like, all right, when I see Facebook at 130, I'll buy into it. I'll buy heavy into it and wait for this thing to run. Well, it went to 130, it went to 135. It didn't go to 130, I believe. And I didn't get my purchase filled. And by the time I looked back, it was already at 170 again. And I was like, well, shit. Like I can't do anything else. So then it continued to rise and it got to like 300 or something like that. And I was just like, all right, well, you know what? I'm missing my opportunities by not buying at these levels. But at those points, now you're buying at all-time highs. These are new highs that you're creating. And it's not something that you want. You don't want to just keep creating or keep buying in at new highs. You want to buy in at the lows. So if you find a very low point where people are panicking, I mean, that's the perfect opportunity, in my opinion. I mean, you can look at it differently. I learned something from your stream, Matthew. He needs some lessons in investing. Diz? Who's Diz? I don't know who Diz is. Diz. This is a joke? Holding for years. I had him, so I'm buying. Yeah, that's good. I'm down 50%. Yeah, I'm down quite a bit. I can't say I'm down 50% in unrealized, but I'm down quite a bit. You look at a lot of positions, right? If you invested in CRO at 50 cents just recently, you are now down 50% of your investment. What's good, Matt? Glad to see you back. It's been fucking. I got tired of watching random YouTubers SHIB updates. Hope you had a great weekend, fam. Yeah, I did have a great weekend. It wasn't bad at all. But now that I look at it, I was like, that was probably the best opportunity to create videos on Shiba Inu, on a lot of things in the market. But right now, things are very low, and I'm surprised to come back to things like this. It's Monday, bloody Monday out here. Ain't it? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bloody. Wow, SPY actually hit 403. Any insight on Firepin pre-sale? I don't have any insight on that. I haven't looked into it. Maybe in a little bit if I have time. If here is at its highest, means buy more. Exactly. I thought it was that. It is nuts. I feel like that doesn't work though, because you gotta do it with the D's, like not Diz. Or you could have just said, I feel like I would have caught it if you would have said D. But still, you either sell all or use dollar cost average during a bear market. Yeah, I would agree. Oh my God, 402 on the spot. Man, it is sure great to see you, Matt. I'm sure you're back and didn't have a longer. Wait, what? I'm sorry you're back and didn't have a longer trip, but it is really great to see you. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, I would have liked to have had a longer trip. I wanted to go until Monday, and we would have flew back today most likely. But yeah, we ended up staying there until yesterday, flew back yesterday, and yeah, I would have liked to had a special day for just, Erica, especially because Mother's Day and everything. Because we never really get to celebrate a lot of this stuff because, children and, her birthday is on Halloween, so it's like we never get to celebrate that. And, it's just all the extra stuff. I just want to be able to celebrate one of those days. Imagine how these countries that switch to Bitcoin feel today. Someone is getting fired for sure. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it could happen. Guys, hit that like button. We're at 333 likes. It's amazing, first of all, that we're at 333. We do have 422 people that's here. What, you're still doing the D's nuts jokes? I guess. I've seen a couple of current D's nuts jokes. Um, yeah, you're back. Missed your videos, bro. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. People are panicking the way this market is dropping, and just in the last 36 hours, especially if you can hold, just hold one long panic sell since November. So for me, I think when we're going to see a recovery, in my opinion, when we're going to see a recovery, is I still think the end of the second quarter we will see a recovery. We will see at least a start to the recovery, and then third quarter should be something that really takes off. And that's just my opinion, but I've been thinking that for a while, and now we're at these absolute lows where people see a ton of buying opportunities. I feel like this is a big opportunity or this is exactly when we're going to start to see that run. You're cracking me up. Well, it looks like stocks are just going to get slammed today. They usually follow Bitcoin. Um, the stocks don't usually follow like anything but institutional, trading, institutional volume. And now that cryptocurrency is also following institutional volume, it doesn't look good for cryptocurrency at all. And you could see that. Stock market falls, crypto market falls. Never in history before like this year did we have that problem. Cryptocurrency would do the exact opposite. That's why people would move over to the crypto market if the stock market's not running or moving in the right direction. Now that institutions hold a very large portion of crypto, you're seeing that. You're seeing you're seeing it move together, whether it goes up or it goes down. It's moving together because institutions suck. Averaging down and adding more shares, tokens, coins, way to make some money in the long run. Let's keep our money growing. Exactly. You don't need it right now, right? If you do need it right now, then it's not money you should be investing. You don't need it right now. So if you buy at some of these lows, you can't absolutely predict exactly where the lows are. But if you believe in it above this price, then definitely get in. Do you believe that CRO is more valuable than 24 cents? If you say yes, then make that move, right? Do you think Shiba Inu is more valuable than 1600? If you think yes, then make that move, right? So that's just really what needs to happen, guys. We're at 450 people. If you could hit that like button, get me up to 400 likes. We're inching our way closer. I want to get to 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. This is what crypto does. This is when people should buy, take advantage of the panic selling. Absolutely. They're not going to be able to restrain themselves for long. IQ will return them. Voters see their pension pots dwindle. Money printer will return. Fill them bags. Yes, absolutely. Solana or ADA now? So now, like, as in you're telling me to do it right now, or you're like, should you buy it right now? Is that what you're saying? Solana is at a great price. First of all, it's at a $24 billion market cap. It's at an absolutely fantastic price, right? Just like a lot of other things. Cardano, also at a fantastic price, $22.7 billion market cap. That can definitely go a lot higher, stakeable in multiple places. You can gain interest from it. So I feel like that's a win-win. If you could find a way to gain something with Solana, I think you can gain something with Solana over on crypto.com, but it's to a limited amount. But it is at $71, and that's really low from where Solana was. They have added on circulating supply, I believe. Total circulating supply of 511 million. That's one thing that I don't like is dilution. if we look at history, let's go ahead and look at some history. So we have some of these low prices here that we're looking at now, around 75, $73 or $71 here. You see some of these recent high prices of around 130, 137 or so, and this high price of 261. I don't know if it will get back to this price. The reason why I say that is because that's an extremely high market cap. And right now, I think it would be even higher of a market cap, because if you look at what they have done, they have added on some supply. If you don't tell by this, so if you look at after we did see that high point of an $80 billion market cap or $78 billion market cap, they started to add some supply. You should see this. What you're going to do is you're going to see this shift up. And when you see that shift up a little bit, that's how you know they're adding on to that circulating supply. So getting back to this point would be a little bit more difficult. It would basically be for this price right here of 200 what 70 $260 or $270. In order to get back to that price, instead of looking at an $80 billion market cap, you're probably going to look at more of like an $85, $90 billion market cap. So it's definitely something where I don't like the dilution that goes into Solana, but I do like what they stand to make and what they stand to do. So yeah, I like Solana. I like ADA. Both of them are good plays. We have 475 people in here, guys. This is really a great stream, and I appreciate all of you guys showing up for my first day back after vacation, so I really appreciate it. We are almost at 400 likes. Have you watched the new CoffeeZilla video about crypto.com? I have not. I have to take a look at it, because I love crypto. I like CoffeeZilla's video, and I love crypto.com, obviously. So what's the cliff notes about it? I'll have to jot it down so that I know what we're doing here. Let me type in CoffeeZilla over here. CoffeeZilla. Crypto.com destroys itself. He's always got some crazy stuff going on. All right, I'm gonna play the video, but I'm not gonna play the video at the same time. So I'm just gonna pause it so I can watch it later. I always keep videos up here. If you have any videos you guys want me to watch, let me know. If we do hit a recession in the market, would be the long-term price prediction for Shiba Inu? In other words, do you believe Shiba Inu will hit 1 cent and $1 in this market? In this bear market, I don't think it'll hit. No, it won't hit 1 cent or $1 in this bear market. In a market in general, like how the market runs in a matter of 5 years or 10 years, with all the fluctuation, the highs, the lows, the crypto winters, crypto summers, whatever you want to call them, right? We will have, yes, I think it will find a way to hit 1 cent with all of the burning and all of the fluctuation and all of the movement and all of the hype around crypto. Yes, I do believe. Right now, no, I don't think it will hit 1 cent. It's not even close to the ability to hit 1 cent, because of the fact that you have all that supply out there. So it's going to take you time in order to get that supply gone. And we're doing a good job burning off some of the supply, at least with the burn portal, but we need more than that. Either it sits in your savings and does nothing, or it sits in crypto and possibly makes some. Just keep a steady eye on it. Yeah, I would agree. Will Ethereum Classic have another run? I'm not sure. I got out of Ethereum Classic in order to buy more of something else. I can't remember what it was. But Ethereum Classic, I think everything will have another run. It just depends how big that run will be, how much people believe in that. So yes, it will have a run, but how high? That's the real question. What's your prediction on Cardano? I see previous highs in its future. Some of those previous highs where you see it get to $2 or $3, right? Finding a way to get to those previous highs, and then you can make your prediction from there. But I do see it getting to some of those highs and staying around a top 10 coin. You think Mana is a good investment? I do think Mana is a good investment. It seems to have fluctuation in it. A lot of people find a ton of resistance levels and support levels from there, so you really see a lot of bouncing in Mana. Everything will have another run. Everything will have another run. I don't know if you're just saying that to respond to the other person, or if you're saying that to respond to me. I don't know. He comes back and still shilling Shiba. Shilling is a difficult word. I saw something because obviously we live near a place called Shillington, and every time I think about it, I'm like, I hate that word, you know, shilling, because shilling just implies it to me that it's actually a negative way of promoting a coin or talking about a coin that you believe in. I talk about positions that I'm in. It's not about you know, positions in general. It's not about just saying, hey, this looks phenomenal, but I want you guys to buy it and I'm not touching it, right? It's not that type of thing. I talk about positions that I'm in because it's positions that I believe in. If I don't believe in them, then, you know, I wouldn't be holding them. So obviously, all the positions that I talk about, CRO, Shiba Inu, Farmcoin, Krill Coin, all of those, I hold positions. Do I hold the biggest amount of positions or the biggest amount of that position? No. Do I hold, am I in the top 10 on the holders list? No. Am I on the top 5,000? No. So this is the thing, is you have to support things that you obviously hold. You're not going to support something that you don't hold. Good morning, y'all. Good to have you back, Matt. Well, thank you. What are you loading up on in this dip? I'm probably going to buy more CRO. I'm looking into it, but I'm probably going to buy more CRO. I'm very close to buying more Harvest Finance. I would love to get up to 100 and then take the first 30 at certain levels, because from this to go from 64 to 120 to 220 or 240 or whatever, you know, I'm basically doubling or tripling my investment that I just put in there, right? So if I decide to buy another you know, $3,000 worth, right? And it's going to be less than $3,000 worth. But if I decide to buy another $3,000 worth, I mean, I obviously can gain so much out of it by Harvest Finance going to some of these high levels. But then again, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, all right, well, if I take $3,000 and buy into this position, well, now I just put $3,000 into one area rather than putting, you know, 1,000 into something else. I could put 1,000 into Krill if I wanted to. I could put, you know, another 1,000 into, you know, CRO. I could do all of that, right? But if I decide to put it all in one place, then that's what I do. So I don't know. I see a lot of opportunities right now. I definitely know I'm putting money into CRO because that's my, you know, end goal is to gain a lot of passive income from CRO as long as they continue to allow it. But that's really what I'm buying up on right now. So we have 529 people here, guys. Hit the like button. We are at 444 likes. 444 likes. We're at 444 likes. You can say it 7 different ways. This was all pumped up by criminals. I don't know what that means. XRP? Shillings are why the what? Leprechauns terrorize people? Um, he wanted his gold shillings back. Yeah, I guess that's true. Getting off work. I spent the night being a supervisor without supervisor pay. Now that sucks. At least it's experience, I guess. That's what they probably say. Well, at least it's experience. You can put it on your resume. SHIB is number 2 and talked about crypto tokens on Webull. Of course. I mean, it was the most popular crypto coin in 2021, and it is probably going to be the most popular crypto coin in 2022. Support level for SHIB. Can low cost and get a better fill. I hate that. Please don't let them use you if you can help it, bro. Yeah, so I would agree. I don't like that, but it's definitely something where it's like depends what type of job it is. You don't want to, obviously you want to stand your ground in a way, but there's always people that get overly aggressive and just get on a firing spree, and you don't want to obviously lose your job. That's not a thing that you want to have happen. But you also don't want to get taken advantage of. I mean, you don't really have an option. You just stake 4,000 and are worth like 1,500. I don't know what you're talking about. If maybe you're talking to me, I don't. Harvest, go with Ultra UFO. God, watch the magic. Also, you can thank me later. I don't know. I like to invest heavy into things that I'm already holding. Do you think we can hit an all-time? Wait, do you think we can hit an all-time high of CRO during the World Cup in November? It's definitely possible because I think a run's going to happen with the crypto market end of the second quarter. Beginning of the third quarter. So by November, we should see, it either at, all-time highs already, and then it hits a new all-time high, or we'll just see, runs and, dips and consolidation, but seeing it up in these higher levels rather than where it is now at 24 cents. Do you think they're for Shiba bleeding bad? Do I think there's any hype for Shiba it's bleeding bad? I don't think there's any like hype for anything right now. Because everything's falling. It's not just Shiba Inu. Don't keep your eyes only on one position. If you look at one position, you're going to think there's something wrong with your investments. If you look at the entire market and understand that everything is falling, it's not just what you're investing in, your eyes are going to be open wide and you're going to say, okay, now I understand. It's not just me. You know what I mean? Oh snap. I was wondering why it showed me as a member. You are a member because you're not on the Let It Burn channel. So yeah, keep it on the Let It Burn channel and we just keep it up there. If you guys want to ask a question that's on the Let It Burn channel, you can always bring up the Let It Burn channel and just watch over there as a form of burning Shiba Inu, as well as, coming over to my main chat where it's, we have a lot of questions that are coming through here, so I have trouble going back and forth. And also people that are in Twitch, I appreciate you guys being there. Even though we're not getting many questions, there's one person that's viewing over there. We have 399 followers, which is pretty cool. Open your eyes. I think they are open. Do you think MATIC is a good buy? I do think MATIC is a good buy. I don't know what price it's at currently, but yes, I do think MATIC is a good buy. I think Polkadot is a great buy. Both of those positions. Where is MATIC? MATIC is currently 20th, and it's at 89 cents. Seeing this where it is, I think you can gain a high percentage over in crypto.com, but up to a certain extent. So if you have like $3,000 worth, you can gain up to, I think it's like 14.5, but you have to not stake anything else, which is pretty funny. But either way, you're still gaining some sort of percentage no matter what. It's like half, and then 30% at certain tiers. But you do see that currently, if you look at it at 89 cents, if we look at all history, the all-time high, 1 year high is $2.92, which is literally triple what you have right here. And that's just an all-time high or high in the last year. And where you see it now, it's at really low lows. And you can create a lot of buy opportunity, or it's creating a lot of buy opportunity. But then you also see potential to hold on to it for a long time to gain that APY that you can gain over in crypto.com. So we have 522 people here, and we almost have 500 likes. That is insane, guys. 500 likes. This is a great stream to come back to. You're not the only anyone to get a comic for free, comic book on Saturday. No, I didn't. Um, Everything is a good buy right now. Absolutely, everything. Do you think SHIB will gain a zero? Do I think SHIB will gain a zero? No, I don't think SHIB will gain a zero. Unless we see a complete dive in everything in this economy, like everything just completely, tanks, right? Then no, I don't see a point to where we're gaining a zero. We have too many holders, too many believers in the position, and too many people that see this as an opportunity, right? So no, I don't think we're gonna have that to where. Oh, sorry. To where we gain a zero. I wish, because it would create huge burning opportunities. The more zeros that we have, the more that we can burn, right? And it's just for the better. Like if we had another zero, that would be phenomenal for us burning, billions or tens of billions rather than burning, 1 billion. We would burn 10 billion. Add that zero to it. No way everybody is selling due to a sudden inflation fear, and inflation had been rising for months. If not years now, don't buy it. Almost all headlines are completely BS. Yeah, I would agree. I would 100% agree, because you look at it, it's like you're right. Inflation has been in the talks or in works for however long. We've been talking about it. We've had a number of months where we come up and been like, inflation rose by this much or whatever, right? Gas prices, all this extra stuff. But it's literally institutions that are creating a ton of fear within the markets, right? They are getting out of positions based on maybe some fear that they have, right? Institutions that are in the dark are overreacting to the institutions that are in the know, right? That's what I think is the case. And they're doing it in every single market that they can, because they like to invest in markets that are very volatile and control the space. And then once they can control the space, they control our pockets. They control what we invest into and how we believe, or what we believe in, by pushing all their news. So we buy into a position, they push us the news on that position, and then they're basically feeding us all the BS that they want to feed us in order for them to make a profit and us not to. They'd rather us not make a profit than, them. Like, they don't even have to gain a profit. They can lose lose everything that they had there. But as long as we don't gain anything and have sort of free will, basically, then they're winning, right? Because if let's say everybody starts to make hundreds of thousands of dollars from investing, or millions of dollars from investing in crypto and stocks and all that stuff, right? Who is going to work all of those other jobs that are lower paying jobs for these companies that are $1 billion, hundreds of millions of dollars, or $1 billion companies, or $1 trillion companies? Who's going to work for them at some of these places, these lower levels? Because everybody's now smart enough to invest and make some money. And that's the fear that they have. If people work from home, they don't have people to work the jobs that they need in order to improve their company, right? And then they have to offer people more money for them to come in. And it ends up getting ridiculous. And that's kind of what we're dealing with. You have a lot of people that don't want to work because maybe they found a different job to do. They opened their own business, all of this other stuff, right? It's definitely something to think about. Just buy another 1,800 in Shiba, and I believe in a week. Max pump prices and a second chance to repeat in history. Interesting. I'm gonna have to skip some because I feel like this is all. I love how in the negative period you can still find something positive. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot of things that are positive here, especially when you talk about investing. Like, if this was to a point to where it was like, hey, once your position falls, you can't get that money back, then negative, stay negative. But the fact that you can turn a negative position into something that's insanely positive, that's a whole nother thought there. I seen your dance videos, fam. You was out there doing step up moves like Moose. If TikTok as a thing is back in dance, we'd all be famous. Yeah, I would agree. I would 100% agree. I used to do a lot of stuff on YouTube, and that would have been great to be able to do that on TikTok. Everybody would have been famous, that it was at least in the dance side of things. There would have been multiple Charlie D'Amelios, right? I pray SHIB gain another 0 so I can buy more at my entry point. Yeah, I would agree. I wish if it does gain another 0, that gives me a huge entry point to get in on. And 250 million will turn into 500 million very, very quickly. This is where millionaires are made for 2024. Exactly. It's not something to where it's like it's going to happen overnight. Eventually, it will happen overnight, but the buy will be far away from where you sell, right? The movement might end up happening over a week or a month, and that's a short period of time, but then you have the buy that happened a year and a half ago, right? So ultimately, it's not going to happen the next month or the next month or the next month. There's some people that end up having that, right? People that bought into SHIB, you know, they bought in early. That one person that bought $8,000 worth, you know, was able to let that grow into billions of dollars, and they ended up profiting in the end, but they bought and it took them a year plus in order to get to where they needed to get to, right? Or technically not a year plus. It only took them, you know, maybe 7 months or something in order to get to some of these highs. However, as you look at it now, you know, or as you look at it then, not now, because now it's kind of lower. Even if you look at it now, you still have a lot of opportunity to where they could sell for billions. And I don't know what they did with it. I really don't. Guys, we have 562 people here. If you could hit the like button and get this up, I mean, 561 people and 560 likes, I'll take it. But obviously people are coming in and out. So, if you want to hit that like button, get it up to 600 likes, that would be amazing. More likes than we have concurrent viewers. Bitcoin is having is coming up. Last time this happened, it spiked the market. With the way the world and the market is, do you think that Bitcoin halving will benefit us? I mean, based on history, I would say yes, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not. So I'm not the biggest Bitcoin fan, but obviously when things are heavily affected, when the market is heavily affected by some sort of thing that happens, right? I think it could be big. New sub bought an additional Shiba Inu an additional 10 minutes ago. What do you think about CPI, say plus minus? I'm not sure. Matt, is cheaper than ever to burn. Hopefully we see these burns increase. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know if we will, but I would definitely agree if we could see the burns increase. It would be really good. Matt, do you believe in AMC MOAS, or do you still predict mediocre pop and then maybe a few $100 and that's it? So I definitely still do believe in the MOAS. I still do believe in the mother of all short squeezes. It's just with everything that's going on, obviously it seems like they're trying to take our mind off of that and more or less on all of our other investments. And yes, I do think that we will see way larger dollar figures for AMC, but it all depends on what people do as we see some of these higher points. Because I've run into a ton of people that were like, yeah, I'm selling at 100, or I'm selling at 150, or I'm selling at 200, or whatever. And if they're telling me they're going to sell everything at some of these levels and that they're giving up on the position, that's where it ends up being a little bit tough. I know that I will sell at certain points, but I'm not selling all of it. And you know that that's my strategy. I just don't sell all my position. And I always find a way to take profits at certain levels. But for people to come out and say, I, want to sell all of my position at a certain level and I just want to get out because I'm done, that's where it's tough. And that's where you have to look at it and go, all right, well, what are the masses going to do? And I like to take polls and see what the masses are going to do. And if they decide that they're going to sell at certain levels, that's where you're not going to see it get to thousands, right? If they're going to pull everything out at $100 or $200. $500, understandable. But getting to a level to where you can see it at $1,000 or $2,000, it's not unbelievable for it to get to these levels. Where the amount that we're holding right now is an insane amount, and the amount that they're obviously shorting it is an insane amount as well. So it's definitely something where it's like, what are people going to do? If they do this, then I have to act this way. If they're going to do this, then I have to act this way. So I still believe in it, but I don't know if I truly believe in everybody that's in this army anymore. I do believe in a lot of people, probably a larger percentage. If I had to take the 100%, I would say 80% of the people are have that thought that they want to, one, get at these hedge funds, get at these institutions. I don't know how much damage it'll do, but get at the hedge funds and get at the institutions. And then the other 20% that really just only care about, padding their pockets with swing trades and day trades. It's understandable. I mean, you want to make money whenever you can. So short answer, yes, I believe in the mother of all short squeezes. And I still hold my AMC, so don't think I don't, because I still do. I've been just sitting on my my stock investments for quite some time and just letting it sit there because I'm not worried about it right now because the stock market looks horrendous. Take polls? Wait, pause. All right, I got you there. I understand. Didn't mean it that way, but okay. I don't know if you've seen my tag on Twitter the other day, but what do you think about Krill on CoinMarketCap or Crypto.com? I think Krill has another exchange that it's added to, so yes, I think it's good. I haven't been able to find it though. I tried to find Krill on Crypto.com the day that they said that it was released on there, and I haven't been able to find it. So let me check if I can go ahead and find it now. And if I can find it now, I think it's a good thing. To be on other exchanges is always good. Obviously, the more exchanges you have, the more people that see it, the more people that buy it, right? So I'm a big fan of it being on this platform. Now, if they offered a staking percentage, I would definitely take that. And maybe that's why we haven't seen Krill at some of its lower lows, because it does have more exchanges. Because you see Krill here, it's at 68 cents. It's been lower than that. It's been to like 63 or 50 or something like that. And yeah, let me see. KRL. All right, so I did find it on crypto.com, and apparently it's 70 cents over here. So they have some sort of premium that you buy it with. But it is 68 cents. Maybe there's no premium. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good to be able to have it on here, and it gives Krill a little bit more value. Just a little bit more value. And it makes me want to spend, $680 on Krill and buy another 1,000, or spend another $1,200 on Krill and buy another 2,000 coins. I feel like that's a good opportunity to buy another 2,000 coins for the long run, and maybe I'll take those 2,000 and sell that at $5. That's not a bad option. Not a bad option at all. Do I have 1,200 to buy? Let me see how much I have in my my bank account here. Because if I have something in my bank account, I can take that and buy right away without having to worry about going through like the card and everything. Because they limit me to like 1,500 through that bank. So yeah, it looks like I do have enough to buy some Krill right now, if I really wanted to. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah, so I pulled some out for Coinbase on the 4th. What's it, the 9th? Yeah, so I have some that I can buy, maybe another 1,000. Yeah, you know what? Let me buy another Let's see. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get some US dollar. Let me deposit some US dollar into my account real quick. Or maybe I should buy it on, no, I'm going to buy it on, because if I buy it over there, it's free. If I buy it on crypto.com, it's free. But if I buy it on Coinbase, it's going to be, I'm going to pay a fee, a very small fee, I think. Guess we'll have to find out. So let me go ahead and buy some, let me add some in here, and I'm just going to add $690, maybe $700. Let's deposit $700 into the bank account or into portfolio real quick. And I'm going to buy another 1,000 Krill coin right now. And I'm probably going to buy some more CRO over on crypto.com. And let's go ahead and do that. So find Krill. And yeah, 68 cents. Let's go ahead and buy another, I guess, $680. 680, no, 690. Yeah, $692. Sure, $692. And now I have 6,000. All right, so now I can basically say that no matter what, when it gets to $5, I'll take another 1,000. I'll take 1,000 out, and I'll turn that 1,000 or $680 into $5,000, but then still have 5,000 coins in there. Or I probably take 2,000 of those and leave 4,000 coins in there. And then obviously, as it does grow more over time, I already gained 10,000 from it, so I can put that 10,000 somewhere else. So there we go. That's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to also probably buy some more CRO today. And yeah, CRO is at 24 cents. I'm going to need to buy more CRO today. All right, so we currently have 525 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. You do get a little graphic when you subscribe. I know, the end of crypto. Why do you clickbait the thumbnail? End of crypto. That's what YouTube is about. It's not about clickbaiting. It's about the fact that I'm asking the question that people ask me. So it's more of like, hey, end of crypto. It's what draws in the eyes. And it's not necessarily for like, hey, is this the, or this is the end. It's, is this the end, right? There's a question mark in the title. There's two question marks in the title. You know, it's about drawing the eyes. Same thing with articles, except those articles, they never answer the question that they ask. Is this the end of crypto? No, it's not the end of crypto at all. This is the perfect time to buy in cryptocurrency. In my opinion, there's other opportunities. Obviously, you could see it go lower, but this is the perfect time to buy for at least me and my thoughts. What's the historical bottom of Bitcoin? 0. Oh, it's been down to like 2,000 or 3,000. It was a long time ago. But if we look at recent lows of Bitcoin, so if we go back a year, we're going to see recent lows being all the way down here. Let's actually just show you here. So if we go 1 year, recent lows was 28,893. So basically lower than $30,000 in the last year. But if we look at all history, right, we saw this in 2020 where things really started to rise from 10,000 all the way up to some of these highs of $64,000 down to this low of 28, increasing all the way up to 69,000, and then now it's down to 33. So you're seeing it at a low here, which you can create a quick turnaround, in my opinion, from where Bitcoin's at their low of maybe $30,000 all the way up to a high point of, you know, 70,000, 80,000. So you can turn quickly a $30,000 investment into a $60,000 investment if you play it the right way. That's if you play it the right way. What are your thoughts on Tectonic? Crazy APY. Where's the crazy APY at? Because I know VVS Finance has like a 50% APY, but I haven't seen Tectonic's APY. Where is that APY at? I believe that has everything dependent on Bitcoin is more important to know what is the historical bottom of Bitcoin. What do you think about it? So yeah, it is. It is always great to understand what the leader of that market is doing and where the low is, where the high is, how it affects the rest of the market, but also understand that times are changing. Right now, we shouldn't be seeing cryptocurrency drop as much. We should be seeing cryptocurrency probably consolidate or actually thrive while the stock market is tanking, right? Because a lot of people try and find alternatives to investing in the stock market, invest into businesses, because crypto is not about a business, right? Some people like to make it about a business and apply it to a business itself, but it's not about just having something that is a business that has a financial statement. That's not the case, right? You're not trying to do that. A lot of times you're trying to create it as a form of currency to buy online or in a metaverse or wherever. And, you know, some other ones you're looking to obviously stake to gain some sort of income, but it's not a meant to be tied to a business per se, in my opinion. I mean, it's a currency. Come on. Oh, that was the worst feeling in the world. The fact that I have to sneeze and it didn't happen. That bothered the hell out of me. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know what to say there, because I really don't remember what I was talking about now that all these allergies are coming back. No historical bottom for Bitcoin. Was like $1, and I was there. Why people don't talk much about Raven coin? I've never heard of it. Ape is cheap to buy now. Yes, Ape is insanely cheap to buy. It's at like $10 or something like that, compared to where it was. Yeah, I think ApeCoin, I don't know where it's at. Yeah, 33rd on the list by market cap. It's currently at $10.70, almost $11. So yes, very cheap right now. Is showing 120% Tectonic is crazy APY on the DeFi wallet. I've not seen this. Maybe I haven't looked into the DeFi wallet in a while. Are they looking to create any type of dilution at all? I'm gonna have to blow my nose. Give me a second. Apparently, I'm gonna go play the trumpet. That's what some people say. All right. All right, so we got 526 people here, guys. Hit the like button. Almost at 700 likes. We're at 669 likes. So hit that like button. Purple elephant. Cardano or Algorand? I would probably go with Cardano. Buy more Luna. Terra Luna? I mean, that's not a bad play. Shiba Inu will come out of nowhere and explode. I would agree. I would agree. Love your live stream. I can't find you on Twitter. So it's Perry 8K with 2 R's. So if you go to Twitter over here, in my profile picture, you'll find me Perry 8K. There are people that are impersonating me though. There's like 2 that are impersonating me. So be careful with who you follow. This should be it. I don't have a check mark yet, but maybe someday I will. Whenever they decide to, verify me. Obviously, I'm only at 5,000 followers, so they don't have to. But yeah, it's Perry 8K if you want to follow me on Twitter. I got my video crypto. Wait, I got my Visa crypto card, and after a week, I just losing money. $100 in the week. What the fuck is this? Really upset and regret of the card, Visa card. Yeah, again, it's a long-term investment, right? I don't like everything that's going on with the Visa card. I'm actually not fully up to date as to what it all offers because I know they changed it a bunch of times, but it's a long-term investment. CRO is definitely a long-term investment. I understand how seeing a loss in the CRO, you're looking at it like I lost $100. You didn't lose $100. You have an unrealized loss of $100, but it's not realized. It's not something that you officially lost, right? You're holding on to the position for 180 days. By the time that 180-day staking period is up, I'm pretty sure you're going to see that turn from a $100 loss into a $100 gain or $200 gain or $300 gain, right? That's what I think is going to happen. But it all depends on how you look at it, right? I look at it as a long-term investment, and I expect it to come back. If it doesn't, then I missed opportunities to buy, right? Then obviously, if it hits its low, then you invested at the perfect time, and that doesn't happen often. Hey Matt, again, love the breakdowns and your thoughts on the current market. Love these buying opportunities. Do your research. 669 likes. Nice. Yes. Yes, definitely nice. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that a lot, Jesse. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I really appreciate it a lot. And everybody that's here, I mean, you guys mean a lot to me. You know, the fact that we have so many people that are watching today and love the fact that I came back and didn't just leave, right? People were actually wondering where I was and, you know, cared about where I was. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all the people that reached out to me and all the people that are subscribing right now. We now have 697 likes. We are 3 likes away from 700 likes, which is the highest amount of likes that we've had in quite some time. I think we had a lot of likes in the Shiba Inu AMA, but that's pretty much it. Let's see. Someone said something. Just to let you guys know, a lot of crypto is bleeding due to the hedges of small, medium institutions cashing out due to last week's DTCC haircut margin. Do you think? Wait, do you think Shiba will go back up to 0.0003 in June? I think it will go higher than that. Yes, I do think it will go back up though. Wait for more drop, then buy. Matt, what are the best values right now? ETH, BTC, CRO loading up. So I think my best buys might be different than yours because I have a different thought process in what I'm deciding to do. So a lot of the positions that I'm going to invest into are positions that I'm already holding, right? And then maybe I might have a couple positions that I'm not holding right now. But I do see like Loopring as a great value. I do see as you know, Krill Coin is a great value. I just bought more of that. I do see Gitcoin as a great value. I have 400 of that. I see Harvest Finance as an insane value. $64, yeah, I'll take that any day. So there's a lot of positions that it's not just one or two, and it's all dependent on your strategy. Like I like Harvest Finance for short-term plays and long-term plays in the end. I also like Krill Coin for that short-term play that may happen in maybe a month or two, as well as that long-term play that will happen over a number of years, right? So for me, it's definitely a different story. But yeah, I'm loading up on right now Krill Coin, and I'm gonna buy some CRO probably before we end here today. The white guy from Friends. The problem who's up when you search Matt Perry. Oh, the meth problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if he had a meth problem. I think he just had a drinking problem. But yeah, I don't know. I know he comes up because he's part of the Friends cast. So I obviously want to make a name for myself because I'm not that Matthew Perry. I'm a different Matthew Perry. I get that all the time where people are like, oh, well, I saw the name and I got excited. I thought it was the real Matthew Perry from Friends that was applying for this job. It's like, nope, wasn't. It was me. I'm not that Matthew Perry. Matic on a crazy discount. This is a making of the next batch of millionaires, baby. Let's get it. Scared money don't make money. Absolutely. Added Shiba and Quant probably have more support testing to go through. Yeah, I would agree. Again, you should expect that they are going to come back down. The point that you want to make from this is, or the question you want to ask yourself is, do you believe in this position above where the price is right now? If you see CRO at 24 cents, do you believe that it can go higher than 24 cents? Well, yes, history has shown that, and we haven't even seen a run yet. So yes, I believe it can go above 24 cents. Do you believe that Shiba Inu can go above 1600 or 1700? Yes, it definitely can. So then make your moves if you believe that this can move above where you are, right? Because even if it does pull back, you still know that it has history above that price. So is Doge even any good anymore, or did the meme die? No, Doge is still a thing. Doge is still a thing heavily, especially with Elon Musk on top of Twitter, unless I missed something about that. But I feel like, you know, Doge is definitely a must for not only meme coins, but investing in crypto investments in general now. So many plays, which one do I buy? Totally up to you. Historical bottom of Bitcoin is 21,700 and stands on the line of the 200-week Bitcoin bottom, or Bitcoin line. Interesting. Is Solana a good investment? I think Solana is a good investment. Just be careful with some form of dilution there. Don't expect the world. You may end up getting, you know, a few states. Hopefully that analogy works. What if CRO burned 70% of the supply, all random? What if CRO burned 70% of the supply that it has now? So then, you know, how about we just say it burns another 10 billion? I think, yes, CRO will have an ability to run, but it also still needs the popularity. And I think with people selling, this wouldn't be the right time to burn. When you see it closer to the bottom, but also a lot of hype in the buying side of things, that would be the time to make that move, because then you're going to see more and more hype go through. And I still think CRO has something big planned, and they want to get their supply probably down to less than the billions, into the hundreds of millions probably. I'm waiting for absolute rock bottom before I buy more. Today is a good day, just doubled my bag across the board. That's amazing to hear. Do you invest in non-top 100? Yes. So I currently have Crowcoin, which is not even close to top 100. I have Harvest Finance, which is not even close to top 100. Gitcoin, not even close to top 100. Loopring is in the top 100. Polymath is not. Anchor is not. I think. Yeah, Anchor is not. Suku is not. ACH is not. Quant, I think that's close. Apecoin is in the top 100. Dogecoin is. Ren is not. OMG is I think is not. It is not. So yeah, I have a lot of coins that are not in the top 100 that I invest in. Top 1,000, yes, but I was sitting in front of the computer when I saw it was really low, lower than we are now, and it shot up to 0.000087. It was so fast and then came down. Yeah, exactly. It can happen really, really quickly. Everyone should 100x or 100 times shorting Bitcoin so they can get them liquidated bears, and we need short more Bitcoin. I don't know about that. Do you hold any Doge? Yes, I hold a little bit. I hold like 800. Well, 1,600 coins. I would like to hold a little bit more. I feel like it should be more. And maybe I should buy more. It wouldn't hurt at these levels at 12 cents. Because I believe for it to at least find a way to get back to 25 cents. I hate the fact that they continue to dilute the position, but I do see it as a very strong position with support from so many well-known people. How about Volt is a good to buy? So I have Volt, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like V2s ever, so I'll tell you that. But some people love it. Some people think it's the next best thing since sliced bread. It may get worse, so the best is to dollar cost average sometimes. Yes, I would agree with that, Max. Going all in, it's very tough. Now, this is why my definition of going all in is taking the money that you have available and buying, taking all the money that you have available right now and buying either one position or multiple positions. Like if you went all in on crypto, you're taking all of your money and you're buying a bunch of crypto with it. Now, if you went all in on one position, you take a bunch of your money or all of your money that you had at that moment and bought, Shiba Inu or CRO or whatever. But it's not all of your money because obviously you're going to make more money as time goes on. So that's why my definition of all in is different than a lot of other people's definition. Like I only have like $1,000 or $2,000 every day that I can invest if I wanted to. So no matter what, if I go all in, I'm not going to put more than $1,000 or $2,000 into a position, which is essentially going all in. Now, if I have money in multiple bank accounts, then yes, I could put more money in there, just like I'm probably going to do today because I just had money in one bank account and now I could put money from another bank account into cryptocurrency as well. So it's a different definition, but yeah, I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean. I like to dollar cost average as time goes on. And you see some of these lows and you're like, all right, well, I'll just buy 1,000 more here, or I'll buy 1,000 more there, or, whatever. Polkadot. I like Polkadot. Same thing with MATIC, MATIC and Polkadot are both at very low lows, right? It's not the lowest low that it was possibly at, but it's at a very low low compared to previous highs. And also you can get staking percentages on whatever you're holding, and 14.5%. Yes, you're only going to get that up to a certain amount, but then you get halved, and that will be 7%, 8%, or something like that. And then you'll also get 30% taken off of that because, or you'll get 30% of that in the end. But it's still a percentage. It's still something that you're gaining, unless you go obviously through the DeFi wallet or through a different form of staking. Do you trade if you fear that USDT will one day not hold its shady value? I don't think USDT is the only tradable asset there, right? Obviously, you see USDT that is tradable with so many other cryptocurrencies, and that's the only way you can really trade it. However, with something like Coinbase Pro, you go from USD directly to your cryptocurrency, so it's not a problem. With places like crypto.com, you go from USD directly to your cryptocurrency, right? So I don't see it as the only means of, trading back and forth. It is a popular way of doing it in a lot of exchanges. It just forces the other exchanges to now do it a different way if USDT doesn't hold its shady value. So is that the death of crypto? No, there are a lot of stable coins that are out there, and it wouldn't just be USDT that's running the entire thing. And a lot of times it would end up moving more towards maybe BUSD, or moving towards USDC or whatever, right? You have these stable coins that are out there that probably don't have as much of a shady value as USDT does, but also you have platforms to where you can just use United States dollar to buy your cryptocurrency. So it's not going to collapse crypto in general. You'll see USDT obviously decrease in value, and those platforms that only allow you to go from USDT to certain investment, yes, but it shouldn't be the death of crypto, and I wouldn't sell at that point. There's not many people talking about Litecoin. Yeah, and I hold Litecoin. I have Litecoin over in crypto.com. It's being staked, and I only have 8, but it's being staked right now, and I don't even know what price it's at. Litecoin's at $88. That is low. That's really low. That's really low. I like that. Compound is at $91. That's crazy. My quick turnaround investment didn't really go too well. But I didn't sell, so obviously it's unrealized loss until that ends up turning into a gain. You will gain 8,000 to $1 majillion. All right. How long do you think this downtrend will last? I believe this panic and fear, things will return to where they were. I agree. I think we'll see a run of crypto at the end of the second quarter, beginning of third quarter. If it doesn't happen, I've been saying it for literally months now. In the beginning, I said it, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. And now I'm saying it a lot. I believe that these lows are not going to last, and we're going to see a run. And this run is going to be massive. Yeah, my comp swings isn't going as planned, but at least you're holding it. It's not something that you just wanted to like quickly flip. Because if you look at it, like people that borrow money, obviously that's the way to make money. They borrow like 30,000, they turn 30,000 into 60,000, they give back to 30,000, keep the other 30,000 for themselves and pay off whatever they want to pay off. Do it again and again and again as time goes on to create these larger swing trades. But it also creates a lot of risk, because if you're borrowing that money, depending how long that play takes, you may end up having to pay a decent amount as months go on. At the moment, we already went through 100-week line, and the next hard line resistance is 2100 or 2200. Oh, you're talking about Bitcoin. You're talking about Bitcoin. I thought you were talking about Shiba Inu. I was going to say it was never at those prices, but you're talking about 21,700. Yes, no trends last forever. At some point, it reaches a point where the dogs will bite, and that's when the money gets made. Absolutely. Absolutely. I keep posting my question, but it gets skipped. It's very tough to get to everything. I'm sorry if I do skip you, but if I've read one of your questions, obviously there are people that I haven't read any of them. So, yeah. Crypto is alive and well. Yes, it is. Let it burn. Absolutely. After every crash, there's a run that reaches to newer levels of highs that no one has ever seen. Look at history. The market always goes back up. Remember that. Love hearing it. Spell token. I don't know. I've heard a lot about it. Actually, my brother made money off of Spell, I believe. I believe he said that. Pretty sure he said he made money off of Spell. And that was a position that he made by himself. I didn't tell him to do it because it's not saying that I wasn't a fan of Spell. I did see potential in it when somebody asked me, but he jumped into it and made some money off of it, which is really good. Bought more CRO. Doesn't crypto come with a lot of taxes? Not that I know of, no. Short-term taxes, you're going to have your short-term capital gains tax. Long-term tax, you're still going to have that 20%. So no, it's not. That's not the case. I just got a 20K loan to buy the dip, and it's still dipping. Oh well. Well, that's where you start to realize what you wanted to do with that. So what a lot of the rich do or wealthy do is they borrow 20K and then they'll invest that 20K or 10K and 10K into different investments, let those play out in different ways. If they gain 10,000 from one, if one of their investments goes right, and they end up gaining the 10,000 from one and turning 10,000 into 20,000, well, now they just gain that initial loan amount back, and they can give that back before the end of the month, before they even have to pay anything in interest, and it's a very low amount that they have to pay anyways. Then you have that 10,000 that's still sitting in here that you can now turn to something else if you wanted to. So no matter what, you're gaining 10,000 out of the deal, not at minimum, but at the current level that you're at, what you invested, it would be $10,000 that you would have gained. Now, if it goes against you, no matter what, you're still gaining a profit out of it because one of the investments went right. The other one is just sitting there for a little bit longer. So that's how the wealthy make money. They take these risks, and obviously, don't take too much of a risk. Like, they're not going to sit here and take $20,000 of loaned money and put it all on black. Like, they're not going to do that. They're going to take it and they're going to put it on a position that they believe is at its lowest low. And within the next year, it can end up turning a huge profit for them, right? And sometimes it's within that month they can turn a huge profit. I've done that a number of times. Used loan money in order to fund an investment, take the doubled amount that I had, put the money back that they had, kept the money that's here, put it as a form of investments in other positions there, and now I have a full portfolio without even doing much, right? Literally without only using somebody else's money. That's only if you have that ability. Only if you have that ability. Love Shiba so much. I wonder how they're going to incorporate it into the Shibarium. I heard of another coin. Is there a new one going to be used there? So I really don't know all the detail. They have said that it's not a version 2 or another coin. It's going to be basically a bridge to where you migrate over to this different network. It's not about the coin itself. It's not about a new coin there. So it's still going to have that connection to Shiba Inu and burning off Shiba Inu and all of that stuff. But I still want to know all the details behind the scenes, which I don't know a lot of that. And they won't give out that information because obviously that's it's something that's sensitive information to them. I don't know why. It's been done before, so it's not something where it's like we want to protect the ability to do this. Like, no, just give us the information. But no, I don't believe there will be another coin. It's not a version 2. Unless somebody else has some new information that I don't know about. All my co-workers, I've been telling them to buy SHIB. Did and the market crashes. Yeah, that's always something that's tough. To where you're like, hey, I like this position. This is something that I invest into. And then they ask you for an opinion. The problem is that you can't mirror, I guess, what you do, to what they do, right? Or what they do to what you do, because it's insanely tough for them to think just like you. And the only thing that makes it worse is when you tell them to buy something, or you actually come out and say, look, I bought this, I think it's a good buy right now. And then it all tanks, it all falls down. Just like I just talked to a bunch of people about CRO, and my brother-in-law, I talked to him about CRO, and I talked to a lot of people about this position when it was at like 45-ish cents. Now that's the highest price, and talking about that, I know that it's a highest price. I know that it can go a lot higher, but from where it went from 50 down to 24, that's not a good look. If you talk to someone about how this investment is amazing and that staking in this position will get you so much more, but then the crypto market completely falls, the stock market completely falls, everything tanks. Like, I can tell you that out of all my investments, they do not look good, for the stock market or crypto as a whole. It just looks like I'm losing everything. However, it's all unrealized. this is the thing about investing, is that it's different than something like gambling, to where you put everything on black, and if it does go against you, you lost everything, right? Investments, you're putting everything on a business, you're putting everything on a currency, you're putting everything on something that you truly believe in to eventually grow. It could be in the next 40 years. It will eventually get to that point. Quite a strong resistance point. Okay. Well, the fact that HBAR is backed by Google and LG and 20 other big names is enough for me to go all in. That's great to hear. Absolutely great to hear, quarter dime. Especially since it's only like 12 cents right now. You know, when I looked it up, they do the migration. We will not have to migrate manually or anything, just going to lower the transaction fees. That doesn't make sense. If you're talking about Shiba Inu, you have to force a bridge over, right? Because if you're talking about Shiba Inu, you literally have a ton of other exchanges to where people can choose to migrate over, or I guess you can use a different term, not migrate, but you know, bridge over to Shibarium, because basically it's like another exchange, really, to where you have Ethereum and you can buy new Shiba Inu for a lower price. I don't know how all of that gets pushed there, because I still want to know how you're going to buy Ethereum for a cheaper price there, because with my experience with Loopring, I buy my Ethereum, still cost me the original gas fees in order to buy Loopring. Then from Ethereum, I have to convert Ethereum over to basically Ethereum 2, and then at that Ethereum 2, I now have to buy Loopring with, which is a very low price, but everything before that was not. So I don't know how that's all going to work, so I want to see how that's going to work there. But I believe it's going to be through MetaMask, where you link everything. So I'm not 100% sure. I just want to get clarity before we dive into what you have to do. But they're going to walk us through how to do it. And I think once you hold it, it doesn't really matter what you do with. So if I'm holding on Coinbase Pro or Crypto.com, it doesn't make sense for me to move it, because it's going to cost me something to move it from Crypto.com over to whatever place I need to move it to in order to convert it. But right now, I don't really need to. Crypto isn't performing as good as it was last year. I would agree, especially around this time where it was like April, January through May, we saw a lot of moves. What do I think about it though? What do I think about HBAR? Is that what you're asking? So let me go into. I never like to let anybody down with positions. I'm not saying that HBAR will be, I'll let you down, but there's always something negative that I bring into it. So understand that I say it, with any type of. There are some positives and some negatives. So I'm not going to shy away from either side. Now, I think, yes, it is a decent price where it's at, only at $12, 12 cents, and it's down about 5% today. Volume is definitely up. If we look at all history, we're going to see that it is at some of these lower lows than we've ever seen, right? Or close to it. Seeing it at 12 cents and seeing how it was at 50 cents, you can easily see a double or triple of your money. However, the main issue that I have with HBAR, and I don't know how that gets implemented, is the circulating supply versus the total supply. Seeing 41% out there versus the 50%, 50 billion that's out there, that's where it starts to get to me. And I don't know, again, I don't know the detail behind it, and if CoinMarketCap really shows everything there. But looking at a $2.5 billion market cap to a $6 billion market cap is something that I sort of worry about. But anyways, if we look at the history does show that this has found a way to come back, and it doesn't dilute as much. You are seeing a form of dilution if you look at it here from where it started, or where it started to run, which was really 2021. You saw this in the beginning of 2021 where a lot of things started to run. But if you look at where it was, right, at 41 cents, decreasing down. Now, when that price decreased down to 18 or 17 cents on the 18th, right, of July, if you look at that same day on the 18th of July, right, you're seeing a lower market cap, so that's good. Now, what you should see is a little bit lower of a market cap. How far that has dropped from this high, you should have seen a lower of a market cap, but you're not. Now, why are you seeing a higher market cap than what it was? Is because there was dilution. Same thing here, right? You see this get to some of these higher highs. The fact that it got all the way up here and got to a higher price, a slightly higher price than where it was at. Because if you look at this is a $3 billion market cap, and this is a $6 billion market cap. Are you saying that it got to double the price, or did they dilute the position, right? So it didn't get to double the price. It literally got to another 10 cents above that price, and it doubled in the market cap, which means they had a form of dilution. So that's one thing that only scares me, is the dilution piece of things. However, you do see that it has an ability to run up to some of these levels. It's just how much can it run? Because as you see this price going lower all the way to today's date, right down here, or you're looking at a $13 or $12 price, if we go back to market cap, we're seeing this at a way higher price than where it was. It's now at a $2.8 billion market cap, or $2.5 billion market cap, versus where it was at these prices before. If we look at 12 cents in the past, I guess somewhere around here, this is 12 cents in the past, you would see this. This is the 13th. Let's see, 13. Yeah, you would see this at a $1 billion market cap. So obviously, doubled the amount of supply that was out there. That's one thing that I do worry about, is always dilution. So keep that in mind when you're looking at a position, is the dilution. What if they stop the dilution? No, I'm not saying they're going to. They're not going to stop the dilution, right? It's a part of having a coin. They're going to continue diluting it. However, it does show potential. And once it gets to its full potential, then you understand its lows and highs. So it's not a bad thing that they're diluting at all. It would be horrible if they decided to dilute in a large way, like if they were just completely adding supply and they didn't care about any investors at all. That would be a problem. But it looks like HBAR actually does it every so often, right? When it gets to certain prices, they do it. It's okay. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's a bad thing, again, if they do a ton, but they're not doing a ton. They're doing it sparingly, which is good. What's your top 30 coins to invest into? You're asking way too much. What do you mean by diluting? They add more shares? So a coin is given a certain supply. They have a certain supply that they add to circulation, which most likely they're adding to liquidity pools or giving to exchanges. Other ones that are not added to circulating supply are sitting there in limbo and can be minted. They have a max supply that can be minted or anything like that. So what they would do is they would basically take a coin from here and they would add it to the supply somehow, some way, whether it was somebody mining it or whatever. So basically, you have that circulating supply, you have that max supply, and people will add more to it. And the problem that you see with a lot of coins is you want to focus on what the circulating supply is versus the max supply, because they can create dilution. A good example of that is ICP, right? ICP has a large form of dilution that they keep adding to the supply. It looks like they might have decreased the supply here, which is interesting to me. But they kept adding to the supply. They had like 115, let's go back here. They had like 115 million that was there, but they keep diluting the supply. They keep diluting the position and adding to the supply. As you go down the list, now the only thing you're going to see here is you're not going to see too much. There isn't a lot of activity, but really, as you see some of these lower prices, you're going to see market caps really adjust, right? I'm trying to think of a better example, because there is a better example that creates a lot of dilution. let me see. I think VVS did a big dilution. Because if you go some of the history here, let's go to all history and then we'll look at market cap. So yeah, for VVS Finance, you're going to see the complete opposite from the price to the market cap. So you see it at some of these higher prices, whatever this is, 0.00015 versus these lows of 0.00013, right? Typically, you would think, all right, well, the price decreased, the market cap also has to decrease. Well, no, they keep diluting the supply, or they keep diluting the position. So as the price decreases, the market cap is actually increasing. That means that they're adding more coins. There's only 17% out in circulation, and that's out of the total amount, but or out of the max amount. The total amount is 42 trillion. So they can continue to add to the supply, and it would not be good for the position. My nose is itching. It's one of those days. It might be the allergies, because the allergies suddenly came back. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. I never saw O'Leary say that. Do you have a source? What are your top 30 coins? It's way too much. I went to their office to talk to them, and it was like stepping back into the Stone Age. Hey, bro, real question here. I keep seeing Kevin O'Leary predict 20 cent for SHIB. Do you believe this is possible this year? I don't think it's. Is it possible? Yes, it could definitely happen. What's the likelihood that it will happen? You know, very low. If he knows something that we don't know, like they're going to decrease the supply in a hell of a way, or a hell of a lot, then yes, that definitely is the case. But I don't see anything there that's saying that it'll get to 20 cents. 20 cents is a large price. If you do it at the current circulating supply, that is a ridiculous price. Like, you're looking at every cent that you look at is going to be 5.9 trillion. So you just multiply 5 by 20, and you know you have $100 billion or $100 trillion market cap, right? So it's insane, right? It's absolutely insane to say that it's going to get to that point, and technically you're multiplying it by 6, so you have $120 trillion market cap. That's way too high. If he knows something that we don't know, then great, tell us. But I don't see 20 cents happening, and if it does, then that's great. But I like to expect the worst and get the best. So I'm going to expect the worst. And the worst for me is going to be losing a zero. We're going to lose a zero here by the end of the year. On the video, you can see his top 15 easy. Yeah, if you look at it, you can see what my top 15 are. But you probably want to look at CRO as well, because I hold CRO in CoinMarketCap, crypto.com, and I also hold Shiba Inu, a lot of Shiba Inu on crypto.com, as well as Compound and Litecoin and OMG. I just found out today, looking for alternatives. I have 10K in my USDT. What should I buy? It's totally up to you. I mean, what do you see as a good opportunity? There's so many. There's so many. I'm not going to tell you what to buy because it's not on me to make that decision for you, because I won't always be here to make that decision. And if you end up profiting and gain $100,000 out of it, or $1 million or whatever, I'm not going to be here to always give you that opinion on what I believe in. I think what you should do is make that decision on some research that you are doing. But you can see what positions I'm investing into. And again, you don't have the same mindset that I do. So if you decide to get into something and I end up trading before you do, well, now, you know, you end up losing out on the gain that I wanted to have. But you didn't know that I was looking to make that trade within a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, right? What are your most used bullish or bearish indicators? on charts. When I'm trading in the stock market, I typically look at a lot of the crossover between the 200 EMA and the 15 moving average, but most of the time I'm looking for things that are oversold and overbought in a very quick manner. So most likely I'm looking at trading that's happening in the pre-market, and I'm looking for like a pre-market pivot. I'm looking for something that has a lot of buy momentum and then seeing a shorting opportunity. And if it goes against me, it goes against me, but I'm seeing those opportunities there. So never looking for anything really on the long-term side of things unless we see multiple bounces off of the 200 EMA. Two bounces off the 200 EMA indicates a third bounce off the 200 EMA, and that's where I'm looking for that jump as well. So I use the 200 EMA, the 15 moving average, and the VWAP usually. Those are my indicators. It's Pennsylvania allergy season, my friend. Yeah, it's freaking horrible. Again, I went down to Florida and fantastic. No problems with any allergies. Ended up getting Flonase anyways, but I still, like, I didn't have any problems with allergies at all. Pre-plan your exit, even if you change your mind later, at least you have a predetermined goal. Absolutely. Absolutely. No more vacations ever. I don't know if I can agree to that. If I do, I'll definitely record something. I just wanted that to be a vacation for, me and my wife, and just enjoy that. How was your vacation? It was pretty good. Can't complain. I missed the children a lot. We ended up getting our family photos done beforehand, and we got them while we were on vacation. So I was able to print some out and use some as a profile photo, which I have to change this profile photo. The iconic, should I change my profile image on my YouTube channel or keep it the same? Because I've had that for just about 4 years now. And I don't know. I don't want to change it. But then again, I want to change it to something higher quality, because they did take a picture. If you saw what was on Twitter, I changed my photo here, higher quality photo. Just a nice single photo, and then obviously my family. So yeah, if you want to go follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. Make sure you follow Perry with 2 R's, not 3 or not 1, 2 R's, at Perry8K. My nose itches so much. Guess what? They used some hangover treatments that involve toad poison and died. So much for smart money. Interesting. Yes, you right, Rich. I don't know what you're talking about. 2025 Bitcoin, the bullish because they have the halving, hence the bull run will never be forgotten. In a perfect world, crypto is unpredictable. Yeah, you're right. What's your take on XRP? XRP for me is a swing tradable position. I like XRP as something that I can get in and out of that position and expect gains, especially while the crypto market is running or moving. But while the crypto market is not moving, it's not. It never looks good. Perry, thank you for your work, and God bless you. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. So happy for you and your wife had a great time. You were missed, but we sure understood. Nice family pictures. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Matthew, for all the time you stream with us, answering all our questions. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Ginger Snaps. Really nice place to visit in Florida called St. Augustine. Not sure if you heard of it, but worth visiting. Yes, I have heard of it. We visited 2 places in Florida, which is Orlando and Pensacola. and then I was playing golf. Funny thing is, I didn't know. I thought I was playing golf in Florida, but I ended up playing golf in Alabama twice, and I didn't know that because it's very close. I ended up crossing, Orange Beach. We went to Orange Beach for a little bit, and yeah, I ended up playing golf in Alabama twice. So that was fun. Why do you FUD SHIB devs all the time? So I don't FUD them. I try to get information out of them, and I don't ever mean to spread FUD. Obviously, you know that I love SHIB. I talk about Shiba Inu all the time. The thing that I don't understand is that why we don't get answers, right? How would you start when inflation hits? That's probably right. We don't get answers. We want answers. I want answers. Everybody wants the answers of things. Like, they're running it like it's a business. No one controls Shiba Inu. No one. Not one single person or one single group controls Shiba Inu besides the massive group or population that we are known as the SHIB army, right? We control Shiba Inu. So the fact that, however many people can come out and say, we control the SHIB ecosystem when nobody controls SHIB, that's not the SHIB ecosystem. That's not. It is the ecosystem that's built around the SHIB community, because if you don't have a ton of ways to benefit SHIB in that ecosystem, then how is it the SHIB community? Every single thing that they built should have benefited SHIB in a big way. And why? It creates more structure for the entire ecosystem. If you say we are a part of Shiba Inu over here, but then nothing finds a way to come back and connect to the SHIB holders, you're just basically taking this and saying, hey, SHIB holders, come over here because we support SHIB, when in reality, you don't. Right? I'm not saying that they physically don't. I'm just saying the things that they have built does not, until we started applying pressure, right? Burn portal wasn't a thing, right? The buying SHIB or buying land with SHIB wasn't a thing until we started bringing all of this stuff up, and how we wanted to, implement or connect the two. Connect SHIB with the lands, connect SHIB with bone, connect SHIB with leash, connect SHIB with Shiboshis, whatever it is. We're trying to connect all of it together in a way. And if you do not have that connection, you cannot go far, because the SHIB community cares about Shiba Inu. And if we don't have support with it, we don't have a way of improving their investment or what they're holding, or, what they believe in, then it's not going to mean anything to them, right? They are the devs of what they have developed, not the developers of Shiba Inu itself. Absolutely. That's well put, well said. Love that thought. Because they are developers of what they developed, not Shiba Inu, because nobody can touch what that is. As they said in their own words, anyone can build around what Shiba Inu is. Anyone. Like, we can build something around Shiba Inu if we have the ability to do so. And that's why we're creating the community that we have over in the Discord group, to find ways to build around Shiba Inu. It's not necessarily just for me to create a way. You guys can come up with ways to support Shiba Inu. If you have a coin that we build that supports Shiba Inu, think about this. If we have something called Shiba Burn Token, which we do, right? They created something called Bone and Leash, right? They created their own coins that somehow support Shiba Inu, right? But it doesn't necessarily find a way to tie back to SHIB at all. It's now looked at as a three-legged stool, right? SHIB is its own thing, Bone is its own thing, Leash is its own thing, right? Doesn't connect between all of them, right? Maybe between Bone and Leash, but not between SHIB and Leash or SHIB and Bone, right? So they're looking at it as a three-legged stool, while we look at it as SHIB is the leader of that web chart. It is the king. It's everything connects to it. Now you connect Shiba Burn Token, that connects directly to SHIB. It burns off Shiba Inu. That is the official Shiba Inu burner by transaction, right? I'm not saying that it physically is by definition by whoever created SHIB. That's not what it is. But the way we look at it in this ecosystem is Shiba burn token now burns off 5% of Shiba Inu. So it is that official Shiba burner of, of Shiba there. Same thing with the Let It Burn channel. It's an official burner. It's not a utility of SHIB. We don't use SHIB there, not yet, but it's an official burner of Shiba Inu. Same thing with SHIB Superstore, right? That's the same thing. So we're creating an ecosystem around SHIB that connects to SHIB while they're creating an ecosystem that does not connect to it and has no lines that are drawn directly to SHIB, but lines that are drawn from SHIB. Two differences. SHIB gonna die. Meanwhile, Gucci will accept SHIB payments. All these, all they seem to care about are these days is leash and bone. Yes, I agree. And that's why we apply pressure. I don't like to spread any type of FUD or, you know, be annoying to anybody. But I've tried the nice route, and that's why I decided to cut them off. That's why I decided to keep going. That's why I decided to interrupt. And I did cut myself short by saying, look, all right, we're going to leave it there, because Trophius ended up speaking up and said, look, you want to talk about burns all day? Like not everybody in the freaking SHIB community is talking about burns here. Like, everybody is talking about them. So if everybody's talking about them, the actual investors in Shiba Inu, right, we care about limiting the supply or decreasing the supply. It's not just me that's talking about burns. I don't talk about burns because I only want to hear about it. I'm talking about burns because people listen. People love to hear about burns and understand that burns are an essential part of increasing SHIB to 1 cent, 10 cents, $1. If people didn't want to hear about burns, I wouldn't talk about it. But the investors, the community wants to hear about what we're burning, how much we can get off the table when it comes to the supply, how much we can increase the price, right? They care about that stuff. So if they're talking about it, or if they want to hear about it, I will talk about it. I don't just talk about it for my own, love for burns or love for fire. That's not the case. Like, I talk about it because you guys want to hear about it. It upsets me, you know, kind of that people will think that, you know, it is spreading FUD in a way, but then when it does get something done, they don't admit that that was the reason why it got done. Understand this, and I'm not taking credit for this, but then again, I am. I put out a poll basically saying, did anyone get paid from the burn portal? Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. It said it was going to happen on the 17th, and I will obviously follow up as we see that. But I put out a poll one day about people getting paid from the burn portal because people reached out to me. I had 3 people that reached out to me and said, look, I haven't gotten paid from the burn portal. What's going on here? So I put out a poll and said, who got paid? I've heard of people not getting paid. People thought that it was FUD. And some reached out to me and said, hey, this is definitely FUD. And I was like, all right, well, how is it FUD? I'm just asking a question. They're like, oh, you could have reworded it to a positive way of thinking. It's like, that doesn't make sense at all. You want to be able to, talk about the negatives that are there. And when you do mention the negatives, it draws the attention and say, okay, that makes sense. Why are people not getting paid? It's not about, oh, who got paid? Because people said that they got paid. Other people said that they didn't. I don't know if that means that the people that said that they got paid lied, or if the people, they actually got paid there and some people just didn't, right? So I put that out, and then literally the same day they come out with a post saying that this is where we're going to have the 17th to where we make this payment every 2 weeks after that. It's going to happen. So if they're coming out and saying, okay, well, this is when it's going to be fixed after I created that post, you know, it's kind of putting 2 and 2 together. And they reached out to me multiple times. By the way, they all unfollowed me. Every single person, I think, besides Satoshi. So there's only one person that follows me from there because they all unfollowed me. But I'll just let you know that. You probably could figure that out anyways. I'm not the most liked person by the ecosystem there, but it's cool. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to get answers. That's what I care about. I don't care about being your friend. I don't care about being nice to you. I did care about being nice to them until they decided to just dance around the question all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just, it bothers me, what they're doing and how many people are actually feeding into it or believing what they're saying here. But I will keep pressuring them until we continue to get things done. And the funny thing is, we keep getting things done and they keep adding things, adding Shiba Inu utility and burns and all this other stuff. But none of it gets recognized as something that came from the community here or me or anything like that. And again, it's not something that I need recognition at all. I don't, as long as it's being done. But when people still come back and say, oh, this wasn't because of you, see, it got done, you might as well like shut your mouth and it could have happened, and you wouldn't have said anything. Yeah, that could be a possibility that they might have had it in the works and everything like that. But what's a coincidence, or is it a coincidence that something gets talked about heavily the day you decide to make it out there, right? Or make light of it. That's the words I was looking for. It may be a coincidence, it may not, I don't know. But all I know is that things are getting done, whether it's because of me questioning it or not questioning it. Things are getting done. Again, they don't have to like me. Nobody has to like me. The point is that my investment, I realize is safer as these things are getting done. Other people's investments are safer as things are getting done, and I'm happy with that. So anyways, hopefully that all makes sense. My nose really itches now, and it's bothering the hell out of me. So why the devs just sent 20 trillion SHIB to the dead wallet and bring the token back to, wait, so why, you're asking like why the devs just sent 20 trillion SHIB to the dead wallet and bring the total token back to its 30 plus trillion amount? What? If they don't, then SHIB will die slow death. I don't think so. I think the community can definitely do more because the devs don't want to build something for the community. No matter what, the devs of the ecosystem would have to build something for the community to support. It always has to come through the community. The community has to support it in order for this to happen, because nothing can be written back to Shiba Inu to change the code, change the taxes, do anything there. Nothing can be written back. So the community comes up with a burn coin. The community comes up with a burn portal. The community supports that burn portal. The community builds everything that they can in order to burn off the coins. It will never happen from the people that created Shiba Inu or the person that created Shiba Inu. It will never happen from the lead dev, from the partner devs, or whoever from Shiba Inu or the ecosystem. It will be built to be supported by the community. And if the community does not support that, then it just doesn't work. So all of these things that we're creating, Shiba Burn Token, SHIB Superstore, the games, everything that we have, we're building for the community to support so that we can burn off Shiba Inu. That's what it's all about. I'm not saying there's great utility behind it. It's a meme coin like Shiba and Doge, but it will bull run 1 billion or more and then fall off like Doge or SHIB have now. But might as well get rich. I don't know what you're talking about. Shiba is a kind-hearted anti-scam. They mean well, but Ponzi is a Ponzi. Go for the ride. don't know what that means. So if they don't have access to the original contract, how are they the official dev? So there's a lead dev that usually takes place. So a lot of times when you build a coin that, or build a coin or a token or something like that, you have multiple people that are involved in building that, but you have one person that's leading everything, which, obviously we don't know who that person is. Just like, let's say, with Shiba Burn token, Kai was the lead dev. He's not anymore, but he renounced the contract to where nobody can touch it, nobody can change the taxes. The taxes go where the taxes are going, right? Now, what's being done with those taxes, that's a decision that you can make. So once you have that point to where you cannot touch the contract or change any of the taxes or change any of the detail, I mean, you can't do anything. So the devs that they have over there, the lead dev, I guess, not the actual creator, but the lead dev is a, I don't really know if that's true, but maybe it is. So that's a good question. But they're not the official devs. Anyone, as their own terms, they came out and said this: anyone can build around Shiba Inu coin, right? Anyone. It's whether it's going to be supported by the first people to do so. The people with the money that started everything up, that decided to jump on the opportunity of creating the Discord group, creating the Twitter page, creating all the different pieces for it to create a business out of it, because that's what it's all about. It seems like it's all a business for them. Should they do a SHIB version 2 then? I don't think they're not doing a SHIB version 2. But if they did, I wouldn't support that SHIB version 2 and I would stay with SHIB version 1. If that was the case, but it's not the case. That's what they have told me. And they wanted me to make that known that that is not the case, because it was getting a lot of traction coming over to their Discord group. And Trophius was saying stupid things that apparently came back to me, because it was just, they were sharing their Discord group, this Discord group with them, and then they shared, that person also shared that Discord group with us. So it was just like a back and forth to get responses out of both of them. And it's understandable. Crow's at 23 cents. Watch for the below 20-cent dip. Just saying. Again, I'm gonna buy right now, and I'll continue to buy. I put my money in stocks in March, and I'm going to get a summer job. Dollar cost average. How can we pass this up? I wish I had money on the sidelines. I bought at 3x these prices. Yeah, I would agree. Obviously, I want to have more money at some of these lows, especially in the stock market. But I'm investing heavily in the crypto market right now. We getting killed on CRO. We definitely are right now. I want CRO to go more down, man. I'll buy big. Exactly. I'm okay with buying it where it is now at 23 cents. That's huge. Seeing it at some of the places where it was at and it was holding around 40 cents, that's basically double the price at an average price of where we see it at. So yes, I am like all in. I wish I can go completely all in. Let me see. Let me go to my accounts and go to, yeah, everything is down completely. I'm down to like 13,000 in crypto.com. Everything is down completely. Oh, it looks like my compound unstaked. I need to restake that. Let's see. Let's go to the fiat wallet and add some money in here. Let's go ahead and, oh wait, I can't add money in there like that. I have to actually buy it. So let's just go ahead and buy it. Let's go ahead and buy some Cronos. Buy some here. And literally going to take, let's see, 5,000? 5,000 more CRO. Should I buy it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Maybe 6,000. 6,000 more CRO? Yeah, that might work. 6,000 more CRO. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy another 6,000 right now. And then I can move that over to the DeFi wallet, which I did. I did end up moving some to the DeFi wallet, so I'm not down that much because I was at like 19,000. But I did move some money from the from crypto.com over to the DeFi wallet. So now I'm going to move this again from crypto.com over to the DeFi wallet and stake it over there. No, wait until 5 p.m. No, I'm going to keep buying. Don't get me wrong. Like it's not over today. If it goes lower, I will continue to buy. 23 cents is a perfect price. It's a great price. Is it the best price possible? It may not be, but I'm still going to keep buying. And it's not going to hurt me to see the fact that I'm buying at 23 cents versus 20 cents or versus 19 cents or versus 15 cents. It's not going to hurt me. Wait, where am I going here? I gotta transfer and go to withdraw. Go to DeFi. Total amount of 6,000. Let me go ahead and move that 6,000 over to the DeFi wallet. Send. Boom. Verification. No one wants verification. Who does that? Just playing. And boom, it was sent over to the DeFi wallet. Let's check how much I have over in the DeFi. So I'm going to start looking at the amount that I have rather than the dollar figure that I have. Man, we all know it ain't the end. Stop playing. The whole market is going down. Yeah, I know. The whole market is falling. It's not the end, and it's creating a lot of buy opportunity for a ton of people. But that's really the thing that gets the clicks at this point. And you can obviously explain if it's going to be the end or if it's not. I wonder if every time we withdraw to our CRO DeFi, it's considered a taxable event. Probably not. And if it is, yes, it is. It's transferred over to that. It's a taxable event. But if you didn't make any money from it, like if I bought CRO and I lost money from it, if it's a taxable event, that's something that worked in your favor. I mean, it goes from 40 cents down to 20 cents, and it's something that works in your favor as a loss. I have no idea whether to sell everything into stable coins or just ride this rough patch and buy even lower. It's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you that, you need to hold on to the position forever, but I will tell you that you'll never know when it's going to run up, and it could happen throughout the middle of the night, and then you end up don't getting a chance to buy at some of the lows, and now you missed out on all the opportunity, and you're also now going to have to buy at a higher point than where you sold at. So I don't want you to end up having that issue, because I've had that issue a bunch of times and tried to time the market. Very tough to do. Who do you use for a validator on the DeFi wallet? It varies. So currently I have, let me go ahead and check my validators. Currently I have one validator that's like Tesla is one of my validators. Wow, BVS Finance is only at a max of 15 or 16% APY. That's crazy. CRO's up to 12%. Let's go ahead and look at my CRO. I have from 11 to 12%. So I stake with SGX staking is one of them, and that's a 12% reward. I have another one that's cryptominer.com. It's a 12.36% reward. Another one that's community driven, that's 12.23%. And another one that's Tesla at 11.12%. So yeah, I'm gaining in multiple areas. You want to do it. So this is where it gets tricky. It's like either you have that option to where you have multiple validators, or you have one validator to where you only have one fee that you end up paying when you claim your rewards or restake your rewards, because it's all compounding. But the fee is very low. Like, it's insanely low, like 0.00001 CRO, which is very low of a price. Like, before you even get to a point to where you would ever pay one CRO in the total amount, you would have to do thousands of claiming. So yeah, right now I have 10 CRO to claim on one. I have 5 CRO to claim on another, 4 on another, and 2.5 on another. So I'm gaining quite a bit of CRO, daily and weekly and all that other stuff. So I'll keep obviously holding on to that. And I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to unstake and then restake all of it, or if I'll just keep it staked in multiple pools and just collect in different areas. Because right now I can restake, which I am going to stake some more CRO. I currently have 16,477 CRO staked, which is $3,864. And I'm going to stake some more right now. Let's go ahead and earn more CRO. Apparently my CRO balance is, it hasn't come over yet. Let me adjust this. Refresh. I use Finland validator. Okay. I love your channel, man. Love your, wait. You're the best crypto YouTuber. Love the honesty. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Some people don't like me, and it's okay. But I'm glad that some people do like me, 107% yesterday. Staking a coin means you're putting it up for collateral to be able to be validate transactions and return a portion of the gas fees. The collateral is what keeps you honest while on the network. I have Tonic staked on the DeFi wallet as well. That's good. I just followed you on Twitter. I'm trying to DM you and show you I bought my CRO. Yeah, I mean, you won't be able to DM me unless I follow you, but I do appreciate you follow. You can always tag me in something to show me that you bought your CRO, or you can go over to any of the Discord groups that I have and show me there as well. Let's see if I can. I still don't have the CRO that's showing up. Yeah, I still don't have the CRO that's coming up. It's not refreshing. It's not adding to the wallet yet. Yeah, I don't know. I just sent it, so it might take a while to actually go through. We don't like you, Matt. We love you. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. How much CRO do you have staked? I have a lot that's staked in multiple places, on crypto.com and on the DeFi wallet. So anyways, guys, I have to get out of here. I want to go see these kids. They're about to go to daycare. And, I saw them yesterday, but, had to give them a lot of squeezy hugs. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I did just migrate over to Cronos. Thank you for asking. Cronodes. And I want to see how that all works out, but we'll see. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. We will have a ton of videos come out on the Let It Burn channel and on this channel. We want to basically get back into the swing of things because volume and revenue and everything is down because I haven't been posting for the last 4 days or so. But yeah, thank you to everybody that showed up. This was an amazing live stream today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.